First, though, once boasted of dating more than 250 toy boys, dismissing men of her own age as boring.
Yeah, but now self-confessed cougar June Smith has had a bit of a U-turn and she is desperately looking for love with a more mature man. So, June, you're here to tell us why. So, June, last year, I've met you before. You've been in the Big Brother audience many a time.
Many a time.
June, you've had a bit of a U-turn, haven't you?
Well, yeah, it wasn't really particularly a U-turn as such, because I've never been focused on dating young men. It's just that all the men who've asked me out just happen to be younger.
And we're talking 250 toy boys.
Yeah, but this is dates. This is not sleeping with these people.
OK.
I mean, there's a lot of difference between dating, going on dates. You mean you have to go on a lot of dates before you meet somebody to have a relationship with?
Yeah.
So those were dates. I mean, like, you know, we're not talking wizard sleeve here, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I think we all know what you mean.
I did have a few comments like that when I had an article, because they obviously people today think you have sex with people who you date.
But you're adamant that you don't.
I don't know. I just date a lot of people until I find somebody who I think is suitable to have a relationship with.
Well, sorry, Al, I've got to say, because you've said you've had this U-turn now, and we'll move on to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But in the past, especially in this article that you did last year, you said they know how to enjoy life, talking of younger guys, and what many women might find surprising is young men are extremely sexually adept, and if not, they're eager to take direction.
See, this is the media actually twisting my words. What I just said was they're very attentive, they're very caring, and, you know, sometimes you go on a date with an older guy and you're looking at the clock thinking, when is this going to end? Because they're so boring. And it's not all about the sex, but, of course, they have got good energy when it does get to that part of the relationship.
I mean, just look at these pictures. It looks like you're having a lovely time, June.
Yeah.
A lovely
What's wrong with having a lovely time?
You can definitely say you've lived, June, can't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, like, you can't meet the one on one date. You've got to go on lots of dates before you meet the right person. And this is over a many-year period. I mean, some people date one person in the afternoon and one person in the evening, and they go through 7 days a week dating off these Tinder apps or whatever. Are apps available, of course?
Yes,
but, you know, some people would go through that amount in a year of dates.
Yeah.
And so this is over a period of up to 20-odd years, so I don't think it's that huge a number.
And we do have to say, June, you're 53. I mean, you look amazing for your age. I do have to say that. You're a businesswoman. You're quite successful at what you do.
Yeah.
And you want what you want. But there has been a lot of criticism. We've had a lot of people getting in touch this morning about this subject, saying, is it a case that the young men just don't want you now?
No. I'm still getting loads and loads of messages. I mean, after the article went out, which did have a lot of poetic licence with people who write, as you all know, they exaggerate things. I had 5,000 Facebook requests.
Joking.
Within 3 days.
From young men?
All from young guys. Some of them with their girlfriends in their profile picture. Can you believe that?
Rude.
Skanky. So, yeah, I didn't add any of them. And it's almost like, you know, they think if you like younger men, suddenly you're some sort of, like, sex pot who wants to have loads of sex with young guys. And they were just like, there, this is my dress. People from... It went global. People from Australia, people from Bosnia, people... I'm like, you know, they obviously saw me as some, I think...
You've gone international, June.
I know. I mean, like, you know, it wasn't only Kim that broke the internet. It was like... It was crazy. It was just that... You know, I'm not some desperate woman who goes out there looking for young guys. It's just that if a young guy is going to ask me out, if he seems charming and nice and I find him attractive, why wouldn't I say yes to a date?
So how are you feeling like now, then? Have you gone off younger men? Do you prefer men of your own age now?
I have to say, young men have helped me in this case, because the age of the hipster, with loads of big bushy beards, no offence. I know beards are very popular in the gay world in both senses.
In all worlds?
In all senses. But I'm not a beard fan, especially the big bushy beards.
You're not a fan of the beard?
No. And they also like to be covered in tattoos, and to the point where they look like they've been covered in wallpaper.
But is that every young man?
Well, it seems to be the uniform now, beards and masses of tattoos. And, you know, quite frankly, if I want to read in bed, I'll take a book, not my boyfriend. You know, I don't want to have to look at wallpaper lying next to me.
You're looking for an older man now. What are you actually looking for? Because you said from previous times, I don't want to get married, I don't want to have kids, I want to just have fun.
I never, again, that's the media again. I never said I didn't want to get married, I didn't want to have kids. What I said was, I won't get married unless I found the one. And if I haven't found the one by the time I can no longer have kids, then I won't be having kids, because I'm very old-fashioned and I wouldn't have children before marriage. And I'm also so independent that I wouldn't get married for the sake of being married. I'd rather be happy single than get married for the sake of being married.
So what do you want now?
Whether I get married or not is not an issue.
I just want you to be happy, babes.
I think I'm happy. I'm happy in myself anyway. But any woman, I think, would be lying if she said they wouldn't want somebody special in their life who to grow old with or spend the rest of their life with. But if that doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world, because I am very happy in my own skin and very independent and happy in myself. But it would be nice to meet somebody who I could settle down with. Now, younger guys, I've still got younger guys chasing me, but eventually I said to them, well, I can't give you children. And they, oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Well, of course it will eventually matter. Whereas guys my own age now, they've either got children or they're at the age where they know for sure they definitely don't want children, and so me not be able to give them children is not an issue.
Well, we've had a lot of comments coming in for you this morning, as I'm
have
sure you can imagine.
They all think I'm a raving
Alison says
trollop.
age is just a number, babes.
Age is just a number. But listen, we're going to have a little talk about this. Get in touch with us, because we want to know what you think on this subject. Obviously, June's been very open in the past about wanting to be with a younger guy. Now you're saying you want to go for someone more near your own age that can give you what you want.
I mean, I was always happy to go with somebody my near age before, but I was never approached by it. Or those that did approach me, they weren't around my age, but they got my dad. It was so dull.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are going to be saying at home about this, so make sure you get your comments in. June, a pleasure to see you as always.
Thank you.
We hope you find the right one.
Thanks, June.
Well, I'm sure I will.
I'm sure you will as well. Thank you for joining us.
That's all right, you're
Thank
welcome.
you, June. I can just see that iPad updating as we speak. Right, still to go.